So we're back, part two. I should have let me. You know what? I'm gonna go over here and grab me some water. So part two, victim blaming, what people like to do. But I'm gonna give a couple of little examples. Mhm. Okay, so we can really understand narcissism, what they do, how they get their victims, and how they reel them in by being the con artists that they are, right? And no matter what you say with the okay, well they should have known and they're adults and all of this stuff. I'll give an example. So well, I live in the suburbs now, but let's say Chicago, right? Live in Chicago. I'm in the suburbs right outside of Chicago, but grew up in Chicago, okay? So used to live on 35th and King Drive before it became Bronzeville that it is now. Like when we lived over there, it was still the projects. It was still the low end back in the day, right? So, but we went to school 91st, was that 90th or 91st? 90th, 91st and University. This school is now called Harold Washington. It used to be called Perry. So I went there when it was called Perry. All right. They renamed it Harold Washington. So from 35th and King Drive, 91st and uh, we would get off at 91st Street and walk all the way down. All right. So mind you, projects and everything is still over there. We lived in the well, they're not necessarily like brownstones, but that's what they look like over there. It was alcoves on a corner. Now I think that's a Chase Bank or something, like whatever, over there in that area. So me and my brother would get on the bus. I was 10, he was 6. We're 4 years apart. It was all kinds of stuff that we would see on our way to school. All kinds of stuff. But this particular morning that we went to school, got on the bus, it was a lady. She's sitting on the bus. There was a man. He's, if the bus was crowded, wasn't any seats or whatever, you standing up and you holding on to the rail up there, right? He had on his like hat, not a ball cap hat, but like a fedora type of hat, um, trench coat, button up shirt, tie, slacks, dress shoes. He had a briefcase, he had a newspaper. I mean, this man looked like I don't know, Wall Street or something. Professional. He was dressed professionally. And the lady's sitting there. So he's about to get off at the stop. The bus stop, he's walking past the lady. He drops his newspaper. She goes to do a kind, nice gesture, picks up the newspaper, and when she picked up the newspaper for him, he snatched her purse and ran off the bus. And she's, oh no, oh my God, stop him, stop him. Nobody, no, the bus driver, nobody knows what the man jetted off the bus. He gone. He dipped through the buildings, boom, ran through the projects. He out. He's out. This is early in the freaking morning, about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I will never forget that. I was 10 years old. I'll never forget that. I'm talking about it now. I'm almost 50. Okay. So this was like 40 years ago. All right. Why do I share that? Because that's how the narcissists operate. Just that alone. He's dressed a certain way. You would never think or suspect that this man is on demon time with snatching somebody's purse. He drops his newspaper. Here's the lady being kind and nice, the ones that narcissists like to go after to as their victim. She picks up the newspaper for him and he snatches her purse and runs off the bus. So we're gonna turn around and blame that lady? You should have known. Don't pick up that newspaper for that man. This is that and the other. So for, I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure that after that, she probably just didn't. Hey, you dropped your newspaper, you dropped it. If you drop something, you whatever. If like I'm not doing a kind, nice gesture to anybody anymore. That's how people's hearts grow cold. That's what the narcissist is after. They want other people's hearts just like theirs, dark, cold, hardened. Because that's what ends up happening, right? Now, the scriptures do say to guard your heart. Like, yes, I look, even me, when I saw that at 10, listen, now I ain't had a whole bunch of money on me or nothing like that, but I started holding my little book bag closer. All I had in it was school books and my token, the tokens that we needed for the bus to get back home. I'm like, hey, I need my bus tokens so I can get back to the house. Me and my brother. I just don't take my bag with my bus tokens. That's all I got. So, but that that is the narcissist. So, well, how didn't you, and you didn't discern, and you didn't know, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that, and you had low self-esteem, and you had, listen, when I tell you, the not there's two types that the narcissists go after. For their main supply, they're going after the strong, the confident, even the spiritual, that's operating and living in righteousness. Okay? Because that makes them look good. If they can park themselves next to a good, strong, confident, righteous, good person, oh, they'll marry that one. Okay? And then they will triangulate with the weak, with the low self-esteem, with the low self-confidence, they'll triangulate with that. Because what they want to do to the strong one that they're with is try to make them doubt and second guess themselves, and well, maybe I'm not who I thought I was, or they want to lower their confidence. And the more and more they're held accountable for their actions and responsible for their actions and their behavior and their conduct, it's a war going on between that narcissist and the one that their strong supply that they need, okay? That they need, but they want to triangulate because they really trying to get this one to submit and be hook, line, and sinker and come on over to the dark side. Or just don't shine your light. Please don't shine your light. Because if you shine your light, then what? It'll expose the darkness of the narcissist. What happens is we all think about this 80-20, right? The 80-20. So come in, because we're all not without faults. We have our faults, right? And and this is not to justify any bad or ill behavior or anything like that. But when I say we have our faults, if we don't know them, but then it's brought up to us, then what happens is, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. We apologize, we go, we correct ourselves and all of that. The narcissist doesn't do that. Or they will pretend like they're doing it for a little bit of time in order to get you to shut up or get off their scent or whatever. And then they right back to what it is that they do, or they perfect it and be better at covering up. That's what they do. That's what they do. So we're going to get into this 80-20 thing. So watch part 3.